What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode review of Sisters, or I should say Sistas. All right. What is this? Season 4, episode what? 14. Money is king, baby. We 3 episodes into the second half of the season, and we still in the same day. Oh man, we still in the same day. Like, damn. It's like each episode is an hour of the day. Like, it's 24 hours. And we still I like Tyler. We love the show, but move it along. Move it along because you getting our appetites wet for stuff that's gonna happen. Like, we should have knew the confrontation between Hayden and freaking Zach was gonna happen right off the bat. But damn, bitch, I thought we was gonna have a little bit longer than that. Shit. Okay, like come on. But anyway, we get up into the episode. We pick up where we left off last week. Karen, the doctor said she close to 4 weeks, almost 4 weeks, something like that around that time. So now she realizes that now at first, honestly, I'm surprised that she told Aaron the truth, that, it's a possibility. It's more so now that she know the date, okay? Or somewhere a summation of the date, you know what I'm saying? An estimation of the date. That it's a possibility that, yeah, the timeline is matching up, that it could be either Zach or Aaron. Because remember, we have to remember, Zach fucked her first in that office, and then later on, probably either that day or the next day, Aaron got in it. Now, whose sperm hit first? Honestly, I feel as though we don't even know if Zach really nutted up in her. We don't really know. And see, Karen, I feel like I ain't even gonna just put this on one person. All three of you asses were fucking irresponsible. Y'all was irresponsible as hell. I know shit happens in the spur of the moment, in the heat of the moment. Zach, you wasn't planning it. Karen, you wasn't planning it, and this shit happened. Okay, fine. But see, Aaron, what was your excuse? Y'all was up in there. You a preacher too? You a so-called preacher. See, that's why you got let out. That's why you got kicked out your goddamn flock. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, at the same time, why did y'all make this character like? Can we like somebody on this show? Because at this point, just about everybody is annoying me. Besides, even Fatima a little bit, and I'm gonna get on that in a second. Almost everybody on the cast is annoying me right now. And I'm about to explain why. Karen, girl, let it the fuck go, bitch. Okay? You need to come to the realization that, listen, at the end of the day, you messed around with 2 men at the same time in the same time period, okay? And either one of those can be your baby daddy. And you have to be okay with whichever one, okay? And I know you got your heart set on Zach, but you have to remember, you put yourself in this situation. Well, actually, both y'all put yourselves in this situation for y'all not to be together. And Karen, you literally was the one who stepped off first, okay? You said, I'm done, and you left him. You did all this shit, and he went and found somebody better. I know you feeling some type of way about that, but we're going to have to let that go, and we're going to have to move on. You went on ahead and you messed around with Mr. Preacher Man, who just gets on my damn nerves. She telling him what it is. He up here trying to be like, first of all, you set this appointment up without her telling you. That's one. You made it so that she had to go ahead. You basically guilt tripped her into making you come with her, or letting you come with her. Okay? You was trying to stay up in the room when she trying to get the information, which technically it doesn't really involve you yet, because we don't know who the daddy is. It's really just her information right now, and it's up to her if she wants to let you know whether or not what's going on. That's her personal information. All right, you're not even her man at this point, and then you come back in, and once she tell you the whole truth or whatever, which I thought she was gonna lie and say, yeah, it is that, but no, she told the truth. It's a possibility that it's either or. Oh yeah, I mean, we could find out. I'm sitting here like, granted, yes, there are methods to find out, whether it's the DNA or whatever before the baby fully forms and all that shit. But god damn, she just found out that she was fully pregnant. She just found out the estimation of how many weeks she is. Can she get a goddamn break? I understand that you trying to figure this out, because we trying to figure it out too, but you doing too damn much. And the lady just wants some damn space. Karen wanted space this whole time, and he just does not understand what that means. I'm just trying to be here for you. You don't want me to be the daddy? Why are you doing it? Girl, shut up. Stop it. Now, I get it, and I'm glad that you want to be around. I'm glad that you want to be in that baby's life. I understand that. You talking about I'm a better, basically saying that he'll be a better daddy than Zach would. How the fuck would you know? You ain't even got no relationship to your stepkids or the kids that you... Did him and his wife have kids, or did they have stepkids? Was they his stepkids, or was they his kids? Either way, you ain't even got no relationship with them. Why don't you go over there and try to, Memphis is with her mama? Bitch, you ain't even fucking grieved dad. Are you checking in on the fucking kids? Why are you up here worrying about Karen and being in this relationship, and you ain't even grieved the death of your goddamn wife? Like, come on. It's just too much. He's just too goddamn much, and it irritates me. I just don't understand how y'all find that shit appealing. And honestly, I don't even feel like this is real life, okay? We need some women writers on here. We need some women writers on here to get this shit some real black women writers, because I don't know who gonna put up with this shit. She telling him, we need some space. I just need some... Damn it, Aaron. He was like, okay, I drive you back to the... I drive myself, okay? I get an Uber. No, you don't need to do that. Bitch, if she said that that's what she want to do, she is not handicapped. She only 4 weeks pregnant, bitch. And even if she was 9 months, she could still do what she want to do. Okay, I'm just sitting here like, Aaron, you doing too much. You putting too much on it and shit like that. Like, y'all want to call people corny and shit. That motherfucker is corny on a whole nother level. But he just... it's not even a good corny. Like, respect her space. Respect her. You don't respect her because that's what it is. Aaron comes off as if he's a good guy, but he's really not, because you can't listen to what the lady is actually telling you. You refuses to listen and give her the respect in that aspect of what she's asking and telling you to do. Step the fuck off for a minute and let me goddamn breathe. Okay? So now he done convinced her again to let him, take her to the shop, and she said she won't say nothing, or he said he won't say nothing, and I'm just over it. I'm just over it, girl. When she get back up in the shop, okay, and Karen, see, I don't know if it's because you really want somebody in your life, if this is what it is, because she really wants somebody, to take up the space because Zach, or she don't want to be by herself, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever it is, she's still going through a grieving process and she can't fully let Aaron go, but she leading that man on as well. Okay? Because first you say, I need some space, but then you say, I'll call you. Put your foot in it. If you gonna say something, stand firm in that shit, bitch. Stand firm in it, bitch. Okay? Put your foot down. See, that's why he keep coming back and he keep doing this shit, because you letting him. You letting him. And she gets to the shop, Pam all up in her goddamn business. And see, y'all know, Angie, you sent the group chat to Beyonce about Blue and Santana, right? I already know. With your messy ass. That was needed. That was needed with that one. I get it, okay? But Pam with your messy ass, okay? Pam was over. First of all, now, I don't even understand how come Karen didn't realize that Pam was going to figure out what was going on. Baby, you're moody as fuck, okay? You're just going around just doing a whole bunch of shit. You're cranky and all this shit. And she always up in everybody's business. She Detective Pam. She going to find out. And so at this point, she was like, you better not tell nobody. Pam was like, I ain't going to tell nobody, but bitch, you need to do something about it, because I'm just tired of you being up here being bitchy to everybody. What you say? What you say? She was like, girl, you just being a bitch. And that's just what it is, okay? She was like, well, damn, bitch, you can leave. You can leave, because, she had to reschedule appointments and all this stuff. Girl, it was just a mess. That was just what's going on with that situation. Then we get to, excuse me, Maurice and Sabrina. I'm going to fast forward because I'm going to leave some other stuff towards the end, because I'm going to talk about that. But skip to some insignificant stuff. Maurice and Sabrina. Now, they at the bank, and they doing the little count for the night, before they close up. Maurice done finished before, Sabrina did. that's cute or whatever. She was like, you always fast. And he was like, okay, girl, I'm finna get ready to go in the bag. I'm finna get ready to get my shit. I'm finna go. And I'm sitting here like, so you finna just keep that stack of money right there on the counter? Ain't you gonna take it to the back and put it in the damn safe? What is going on? I said, that ain't protocol DC, bitch. That's how y'all got robbed in the first time. Okay, that is how y'all, because y'all was lacking. You know what I'm saying? I said, get that money. You know? And so at this point, Sabrina don't know how to, no one on this show knows how to mind their own business. And I understand when you're friends and you're cool with somebody, you know, you check in on them. We do tell each other our business, but sometimes it's better to just wait until the person offers their business before you pry and do too much and try to tell them what they need to do. Because these are grown adults. These grown adults, and they are going to do whatever it is that they want to do. You can't tell them no what otherwise, okay? And so, of course, she clocking him about the whole, you know, Q situation. Is Q going to be there? You going home to Q? What you doing and all this stuff and woo, woo, woo. And I'm sitting here like, let that go. Because you got shit to figure out your own. That's what everybody got their own dramas to figure out, but yet everybody is in everybody else's business instead of figuring out their own shit. You see that? And I said the classic deflection. You got your issues with Bayo and Calvin that you need to figure out this little love triangle, but you are up in Maurice's business. Maurice know what he getting himself into. And yes, I do like the fact that she is being a concerned friend, but sometimes we do too much, okay? And it feels like she just like, let it go. He already said he know what he doing. The dude ain't come to his house. Oh, I heard him say that he was coming to. Well, I said that he not, okay? Trust your friend that that's what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And so at that point, he brings up the whole situation about Calvin. You know, Calvin, you want to know what I'm doing because you want to come over there to see what Calvin doing. You know he was mad about them flowers. I know. When you going to talk to him? I said, Maurice, get out of her business. Get out of her business. And y'all, sometimes we got friends and family that try to push together toxic situations that we know not gonna work. You see it's not gonna work, but yet we steady trying to push it towards each other. And that is exactly what Calvin and Maurice and Sabrina is doing. That shit is toxic. If it's taking this long for y'all to get the fuck together and to figure out what it is that y'all want to do, let that shit go. Because I ain't got time. I don't have time to be stressing out over somebody that is not claiming me. And I'm not claiming them. We're dating. So and I don't know if y'all understand, when you dating somebody, unless you're dating somebody exclusively and it's just you and them, you can date multiple people at multiple times at the same time or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I need Calvin to understand that, you know? And I need Maurice to just let Sabrina figure that shit out. And I need Sabrina to let Maurice figure the shit out, okay? Because at the end of the day, y'all both gonna end up fucking these niggas. Y'all know it. Sabrina gonna fuck around with Calvin and Bayo, and it's gonna be a duel to the death, bitch. Okay, y'all already know which one gonna fucking win. Is it money or is it, you know, funny? We don't know what's gonna happen, bitch. Okay. Meanwhile, Maurice, because Sabrina was like, wait a minute, so you just gonna do all this shit? How about you ain't scared that he gonna come back and try to rob the place again? And he was like, he ain't done like that. It was like, do you really not think he is? And he had to think. And I said, you know, Q do look like the type that'll come back and double back just because he got away the first time and try to do it again, you know? And so he was like, let me go get my ponytail holder and get my flats on because he ain't gonna catch me lacking again. Baby, he done went to the house. Why is Q there? Mind you, Maurice, I will give it to Maurice. Maurice has been strong enough trying to say, listen, Q, this is not going to happen. You need to get your ass out there. And we have to remember, Maurice did not invite that man over. That man put his address down for the parole where he's supposed to stay at. And I thought that you were supposed to get that approved by the person that the place is. So what is the police department? I mean, ain't that what they do on Love After Lockup? You got to get that approved, right? From that person. You know what I'm saying? So how is it that Q was able to do that shit and they didn't call or contact Maurice? to confirm that shit. You know, see, that's where we lacking right then and there. That's a little hole in the story right there, okay? But you know, this Tyler Perry world, no shade. So he there, and see, this is the part that don't make sense to me. I understand you in this predicament, you put yourself in there, Q, but that man said, don't come up in my house. And you still bring your ass up in there, and it's manipulation, and it's this love bombing, and it's all of this stuff that you're trying to do. And it's just like, shit like that ain't cute to me. Shit, maybe that's why no, I ain't gonna say that's why I'm gay, but because I don't like it. I wouldn't like it if a woman did that shit to me either. Like, don't try to force my hand to like you. You know what I'm saying? I like when stuff happens gradually and or I should say naturally and organically, you know, not all this forcing other things and everything. And, you know, Calvin sitting there having Kiki section with him and all this stuff. And I'm sitting here like, what the fuck is going on? Now, Calvin, this is what don't make sense for me. Calvin, your ass is sitting here having a fucking dinner date with this goddamn man that has stolen your checks. He stole your checks first before he robbed Maurice Banks. And you just sitting here kikiing with him? Oh, Maurice, just listen to him. Hear him out. He got a good story, and I'm pretty sure that he won't do it again. And of course, you know, he told him that, you know, I made your favorite meal. He's like, you don't even know what my favorite meal is. Okay, it's smothered pork chops, some macaroni and cheese, and some greens. Okay, he was like, well, damn, that is my meal. Okay, I have a little taste. I said, Maurice, you should have said, okay, and still get the fuck out. You know, but he said, well, since you used my shit to do it, I might as well take some, partake in it. I mean, I understand it, but I wouldn't have ate it in front of his face. I wouldn't give him that satisfaction. Anyway, I would have kicked him out. Bitch, I would have been called the cops. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I would have got that parole revoked, but you know, Maurice ain't doing that because eventually Maurice is gonna give in, and this is the tipping point how we know Maurice is gonna give in to Q and start to really truly soften up and try to open up all holes to Q. Okay, you want to know why? Because Tyler Perry did what Tyler Perry always do in just about every movie, every play, and every show that he's done. And y'all know what that is? Put a sexual abuse trauma backstory in there to make people feel bad for him. Granted, I understand that he went through his own personal stuff, and I understand that this is unfortunately a universal thing that a lot of people has gone through. But we are in 2022. Why do we have to keep on doing that? It's and I don't want to say the trauma is tired. It's the bringing up the same thing is tired just to get people to be on their side. You know, y'all get what I'm saying? I'm not, you know, making light of the abuse because, yes, that does happen. And I feel for anybody that had to go through that. I think that's the sickest fucking thing to ever do, especially when you're doing it to a child because and it just came out of nowhere. It just came out of nowhere. So he sat there, Calvin said, telling your story. He was like, when he was 3 years old, his mom used to go to work or whatever, and her boyfriend come in and, you know, do shit to him. And for a long time, he thought that it was normal. He didn't know that that wasn't okay. And I'm sitting here like, I get it. And I understand sometimes trauma, you know, people don't know how to deal with their trauma. So therefore, they act out and they do bad things. But in the same process, is that supposed to make me want to let you stay and soften up to you and be on your good side, or you come into my fold and, you know, I want to let you stay? No. Go get you some fucking therapy. I'm not a therapist. I'm sorry to sound so harsh. But come on now. Tyler, you got to stop. Because sometimes I be feeling like you be playing on black trauma like that. And somebody got to say it. Somebody got to say it. But anyway, I'm just sitting here like, so Maurice, now you finna just let him stay because of that? Y'all got shared trauma. That trauma bonding shit don't work. That's the worst thing. Anyway, moving on from that, we get this whole situation with Danny. First of all, Danny. She calls, actually Preston calls her and was like, yo, what's up? I was listening to the way that Preston was talking too. And I said, boy, you ain't never talked like this before. You talking like a nigga now. And I'm talking about a black man that's down with swag. And I was just like, wait a minute. Me and Danny caught that. And she was like, huh, that's how she figured out that Zach had something, was probably helping him or whatever. Because he like, you know what, so you going to be at the crib? Yeah, so I need to come over there to the house and get some of my stuff. I left like, a jacket, some cow dust or whatever. I need to go pick that up. I said, nigga, you know what? And on TikTok, it be people that's talking about stuff. It's this sound going around talking about, you making up any type of excuse to come back to see your ex. I need to go pick up my toothbrush from your apartment. And that's all I was thinking about when Preston called Danny on the phone. I said, He said, so you ain't going to be at the house? What time you go to work? She said, at the same time that I'm always at work, 10 o'clock. All right, so, you know what? Because she said, I'm about to go see the girls, but you can come pick it up tonight. He said, nah, I'll pick it up tomorrow when you at work. What, around 11 o'clock, you'll be at work, right? Mind you, she just said, I'll be at work at 10. He said, so you ain't going to be there, huh? All right, cool. So just sit it out there. Let me come up in there. I'll come get it. All right, what? But I can't come do it now because I got a date. He the one that said he got a date. And she was like, oh, okay. And so at this point, the whole situation between Preston and Danny is irritating to me. And I'm about to go in because it's just... Danny gets on the phone after she talks to Preston. She calls Sabrina, convinces Sabrina to give her Zach's address, his new address, because apparently they have not been talking like that, So she pops up on him. First of all, Zach, I know you knew money in this situation. I know you claim it may think that you may think you in a good area, whatever, but you're not locking doors. You one of them now? Baby, I've been looking at serial true crime docu series or whatever from back in the day, like cases from back in the day, like serial killers and all that stuff that was going on back in the day. Baby, I'm so glad we don't live through no shit like that, because do you know how scared I'd be? But anyway, people be talking about the neighborhood, we never had to lock doors around here before until that happened. I said, what? Y'all too comfortable. Zach had that door up. I said, Zach, you're black. What? You're a black man in this neighborhood. You ain't got the door locked. She just came on in that bitch. I said, And he was like, the fuck you want? So they get into this whole conversation about, Zach and Preston and Zach helping Preston, and Zach was playing dumb, like he didn't know what she was talking about. And it was irking me because she was making it seem as though, Zach, you're all up in my business. Why are you all up in my business? And boo, boo, boo. But then you in turn get up into his business when you start talking about Karen. So y'all both in each other's business, but he's not really in your business. He's just helping out Preston or giving him stupid advice, if you ask me. Like she said, it was stupid, but you giving him bad advice by telling him to go date other women to make Danny jealous. For what? And she was like, yeah, I know that's what you and Karen used to do to each other. And look look how that shit turned out. He said, I'm in a brand new house with a brand new woman that I love and who actually treat me right. I said, well, shit, Danny, he got your ass on that one, so you can't even use that shit. But, she kept throwing Karen up in the mix. Yeah, they had a tumultuous relationship. They should have never been together. Right? It just wasn't the right situation, the right person. He's in a better relationship. He's better himself. And it's like they can't fully not acknowledge the fact that he is trying to mature. Okay? And Danny, you getting upset at the fact that Preston is going out on these dates and that's what Zach told him to do or whatever, or suggested. But yet, you not doing anything to try to get this man. Oh, because I like him. But we ain't got nothing to talk about because all he talks about is cows and stuff. But then you get in your feelings when you find out that Zach and Preston actually have conversations other than the cow shit. And he actually a real cool dude. And see, here's the thing. Danny is the type of person that wants to put the blame on everybody else instead of herself. Yeah, you can say that, because she gonna say, if you see Preston, tell him to read a Malcolm X book or James Baldwin or whatever, as if he don't know nothing about black folks. But yet, Have you taken the time to try to get to know him? We have yet to see you do that. All we see you do is complain about, oh, he don't talk about nothing but cows and shit. But have you even tried to lay your guard down and sat down with him and actually have a fucking conversation? Let me tell you something, bitch. If this was the fucking real world, everybody, I would have been moved on. Because ain't nobody got time for this going back and forth. We too goddamn grown. If I fucking like you, I'm going to tell you I like you. If you like me, please tell me that shit. You want to make this shit work? You want to get into my mind? Tell me that. You want to get deep? Tell me that. And I'm going to tell you the same thing. And we're going to try to work that shit out. We're going to be fucking adults. We ain't got time for going back and forth and playing around and I'm going to go on dates to make you jealous and all this shit because your ass can't open up and say that, yeah, I really fucking want you, regardless of the fact that it seems like we ain't got shit in common because I ain't get the chance or I haven't put myself out there to try to get to know you like that. Like, come on. And you making it seem like it's all on Preston. No, Danny, it's you too. It is you too. She not opening up. She closed the fuck off and you want to blame other people. Then you bringing up this whole situation about Karen and the baby and what Fatima think and all this shit. Why do you care? Why do you care what Fatima think? And I'm so glad that Zach said you just over here trying to, dig around and get some information. You already know what she thinks because she said it at Andy's place. And second of all, why would you not think that Zach wouldn't be there for him, for the baby? If Fatima is still sticking by his side, why would you think that she would stay with him if he said that he would not be there for that baby if it's his? And it's like you just want to acknowledge the fact that he's doing better. You know what I'm saying? And again, this whole thing of pushing toxicity together. Karen and Zach are not getting back together. He can still have love for her because, yes, they known each other for 3 years. That love ain't going to go away that easily. That love ain't gonna go that way don't easily, but he not in love with her. They were not meant to be together. And y'all need to fucking let that shit go. I'm just fucking tired. Like I said, Danny irked the fuck out of me this episode. I said, girl, who? Like, you got baggage you need to figure out. These bitches got baggage that they need to figure out before they try to get into fucking relationships. That's what it is. Meanwhile, since we talking about Fatima ass still up in jail. Andy come up in there trying to talk to her and tell her what's good. Bitch, I talked to the judge and yeah, it ain't you gonna have to be up in this motherfucker. She ain't budging. Oh damn, for real? Man, I should have did this and I could do this. Like, Fatima was annoying me a little bit too because Fatima has this defense mechanism. Like, she wanna make it seem like she's so hard. And I get it, girl. You probably went through the struggle and you probably had to fight all your life too. And support yourself and, struggle to survive and all that shit. So that toughens you up. But in certain situations, you can't keep making jokes out of, okay, thinking that, I'm going to let this person handle it or, I should have killed him and all this stuff. Bitch, you are up in a fucking interrogation room that they probably recording and you saying shit like that could be used against you when they go to court. Calm down. You work for a goddamn lawyer. You should know what to say and what not to say. Okay? And Andy just wants her to take this shit serious. Okay? Just be serious. And I know you're trying to have that tough girl exterior, but sometimes it's okay to let that shit go and be like, let it down a little bit and be like, yeah, damn, this fucked up. Okay? I see what it is. And that's what I was talking about last week. The way that she comes at things, like, I like it, but then sometimes I feel like it's going to be her downfall because it's getting her in trouble. That act first before really thinking. She got that switch, and that's why she told Andy, don't tell freaking Zach because he just like me. He gonna have that little switch when he need it. She's like, I never saw that. Oh, that's because I know what's there. I know when a bitch is like me. That's what Fatima said. I know when a person is like me. And it was like, yeah, it is there. Meanwhile, Hayden is up there talking to fucking Gary. And he up there asking about Robin and is he really there? And it was like, no, he ain't there and all that shit. Oh, I knew she was lying. And see, Gary, this is the thing. Like, you trying to get this woman back, but yet you are talking to somebody that don't fuck with him. Oh my God, they don't fuck with her and all that shit. Like, you doing this shit wrong. Like, now she knows that not to fucking trust you. You fucking around with Hayden, who fucking around with her homegirl. And come on, it don't make sense. Why do you keep this fool around? You keeping tracks on her, and then you talking about Robin, and he up here talking about, oh, she fucking him and all this shit. And, I'm thinking Gary gonna say to Hayden, I'm thinking he got that type of upper hand to him to be like, nah, get Fatima out that jail. He was like, I mean, she did break your car up or whatever. I said, are you serious? See, it's just like, in some of these shows, they just want the women to be fucking brought down a peg of three. That's what it feel like. Can we fucking win, bitch? Why are these men putting them through the fucking ringer like this? Why y'all doing this to us? I just don't understand that. It's just making me mad. Cause a bitch like Hayden should have been fucking gone off this show. Okay? Fatima should have killed his ass. I'm just gonna put that out there. Meanwhile, he up there talking shit to Andy, up in there talking about, so yeah, I knew you talked to the judge, and Fatima gonna stay up in there, and I'm trying to get her fired, and we gonna talk to the board, and all this shit, and you up here talking to Robin, and you fucking with the London man, and he doing all this threats and shit, when in reality, he don't realize that Robin is his boss. So at this point, you got all that going on, and then Jake come up in there to Gary, and he telling him about Zach because he overheard Fatima and that she in jail, and she was like. Jake was like, "What's going on?" And he's like, he letting him know that Zach knows more than what we thought he knew. Like, he knows about the stocks and shit. So if the SEC would come after him, I don't think they would do anything because he knows what it is. It just looked like he lucked up and got this money. And I feel like Gary gonna try to do something to try to fuck it up. Out of that little conversation, I feel like Gary's gonna do something to try to fuck it up. And at the same time, even though I feel like Jake got a little thing for Zach, he's still kind of looking out for Zach in this moment because he did call Zach to try to let him know. He was gonna let him know that Fatima was arrested. That's what I feel like that phone call was for. Okay, but then, you know, before he can even get the phone call, because he's left the voice message, Zach was looking for Fatima. He couldn't get through to her, so he comes down there to the office, and he trying to talk to Andy like, where's Fatima at? She lying, saying I told her to go do some stuff or whatever. He said all day. Okay. And then here come Hayden, and he was like, I got your bitch locked up. Just kept on taunting him and taunting him and taunting him. All right. And at this point, I could see Zach. This was the scene that I was waiting for, because I thought he was going to throw that motherfucker over the banister and kill that bitch. I said it would have been deserved, but then Zach would have went to jail. So we can't let him go out like that. But see, good thing Andy was there to try to put a little bit of perspective up in Zach's head. But when you pissed off like that and you seeing red, you don't give a fuck what nobody got to say. Because she said, stop it. He is trying to make you go back to jail because he on parole. He like a 2-strike felon right now, okay? And he was like, yeah, I got your bitch locked up. Now, Zach was walking the fuck away. He was walking away. And mind you, Andy said, why are you doing this, Hayden? Earlier, when they first met, when they first had their scene on here, she said, why are you doing this after all the shit that you did to Fatima? And she was like, because she didn't choose you. Is that what it is? He was like, oh, no, I'm over that. But, I'm just trying to make the bitch pay. And I want her to, hurt in every type of way. And I said, that's some little dick energy. Mind you, Fatima said she fucked around and got drunk and slept with him and didn't realize it and woke up and was just disappointed. So it was one of those situations where Fatima literally, had not been for alcohol, according to Fatima, she would have never had any dealings with him like that sexually. And I just was like, this don't make no sense. But of course, he kept on taunting Zach. I got your bitch locked up. And Zach went after his ass. Next thing you know, on next week's episode, he gonna beat his ass all the way down them steps. God damn. Now, if Hayden comes out of this and he walking, because Tyler ain't finna kill them all. But if he don't come out of this crippled, paralyzed, he better look like Kimberly Elise's husband on Diary of a Mad Black Woman. That's where he better come out, looking paralyzed and everything. At least break his neck. Sever the cord, like, bitch, because I am tired of Hayden. I'm starting to get so goddamn dark on that part, but bitch, we are tired of him. Okay, like I listen, Tyler, you do a good job. You do a fucking good job of finding the people that we just don't. Cause let me tell you something. You make us hate people or dislike people so much that if I was to see the person in real life, knowing that this is a character that they're playing, I won't fuck with them. I just be like, no, I can't fuck with you. Like, something about you just annoy the fuck out of me because you play that character a little bit too well. Like, girl. But anyway, that was Sisters. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.